Hey, D-Ray, hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I had to change some volume settings. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Hopefully my voice is louder than the music. It's great to see you. Hey, awesome. I'm glad you can hear the sound okay. Hey, Janice is in the house. Hi, Janice. Hope all is well. I hope the snow stopped by you today. And, D-Ray, I hope you're not having too much snow where you are. So we got about I'm going to say 6 inches here in northern New Jersey. And shoveling wasn't bad. It was light and fluffy. So I'm thankful for that. Nothing worse than shoveling slush. Can't really shovel it, you're pushing around. I'm glad you guys are doing it. I hope everything's well. So I'm just inking out loud tonight, just kind of going with the flow and putting ink down, throwing some colors down, and we'll see what happens. So I have so far I'm using a red Pilot Precise V7 pen, and I have my Lamy pen with Lamy ink in it as well. Just going to zoom in a little bit. Janice, 5 to 6 inches too. Awesome. So hopefully it wasn't too bad where you are. Hopefully it's cleaned up around there, around the sidewalks and everything, and you guys can get out and about. Are you getting some of that wind? So D-Ray, so we've been pretty lucky. We really haven't had the wind part of it here. So we made out really well where we are. Janice, didn't go out too cold, went to look at the snow though. Yeah, it's beautiful. I loved watching Ariel's stream today, walking around the city with the snow. So cool. There's just something magical about New York City and snowfalls. At least seeing it online. I don't think I've ever been there in person during a snowfall. I've been there during rain many a time, so. Janice, it's very windy by you. Oh, well, stay safe. Yeah, thank you. Snow was gentle. I just want to give you guys a head up. My internet went a little wonky before, so if you lose me, I'll try to log back in. But it might have to do with the weather and the snow. Always appreciate you guys tuning in, watching, saying hello. Yeah, so I'm just going to stick with, I think, the red and the black for now. See what happens. And I'll have a little show and tell. I'll show you a piece I've been working on. I think it's almost done. Some of you guys have been following along with me when I've been showing it. D-Ray says, we're inking out loud. Yeah, we are inking out loud. I just love coming on and just off the cuff, spur of the moment, creative time, just letting things happen, not pre-planning, just kind of going with it. It's just creative playtime. And there are no wrong answers in creative playtime. It's just enjoying the process, the journey, the exploration. I get to hang out with some cool people like you guys. So thank you. We get to listen to some tunes. I tried taping. I tried doing something earlier today. I wanted to do an unboxing video, but I called it unscooping, where I opened a Ben and Jerry's ice cream container, and I was going to kind of do like a little food critique, a little ice cream critique, kind of a series I wanted to do. So I filmed the video. I didn't do it live. I taped it. It didn't really come out that good. So I'll have to practice it. But I think it'd be kind of cool just to do just focus on ice cream tasting, because that's one of my loves in life. And it'd be kind of fun to see if I get any reactions. It's really just an excuse for me to have more ice cream, but don't tell anybody. This is cool. I'm liking the way the red ink is bleeding tonight. I'm using a different paper. I don't have my Canson XL pad. I ran out, so I'm actually using Canson. This is really cool, by the way. The art on there. Artwork by Joe Fettingus. This is just the artwork that's on the watercolor pad. I've had this pad for several years. But it's watercolor, it's Aquarel, Canson Monteval watercolor paper. 9 by 12, 140 pounds. So it's kind of fun just for me to play around with it and see how it's different than the Canson XL. It has a little rougher texture, which I like better. Watching the evening weather, bad stormy stuff along the East Coast. Yeah, the East Coast is getting hammered. Excuse me, I heard Boston got hit really hard. I haven't been watching the weather or news. That's what I heard saw someone say on Facebook. Hey, it's Sue! Hey Sue, how are you? So good to see you. Sunny, hot South Australia. 1 p.m. here Sunday. We're going to be 33 degrees Celsius, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Ice cream sounds good. Sue, I hope you're enjoying the hot weather. Thank you for doing the metric to, is it English conversion? I appreciate that. It's always great to see you. Good stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in our new workshop, which starts next week. I'm going to be putting an email out tomorrow about that. Yes, D-Ray. Shh, don't tell anybody. Hey, Janice needs to lay down, yawning. No worries, Janice, go lay down. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. I do have that voice that puts people to sleep. Ask my students in class. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm sure it's been a long day. Sue's looking forward to the workshop. Yeah, Sue, it'd be great to catch up with everybody. I agree. It's been way too long. I love our group. And anybody that joins us is more than part of the workshop family. I think we have one new member that's joining us in February. So it's all good. So I hope so that you keep it nice and cool with that hot weather. Hope you're getting out to the beach. I love your beach pictures that you post. And of course your ice cream pictures that you post. They are so delicious. So I just let some ink bleed. Now I'm coming back with my pen, my Lamy pen. I'm just kind of pulling out some details. Giving some of these shapes a little more form, a little more info. You know, for example, if I want this to be a building, I just like to sketch in these lines to indicate maybe windows happening back here. Maybe a water tower kind of happening over in this area. Lots of times I'll let the ink bleeding kind of inform the shapes I want to pull out with a little more detail. It's a great way to keep things quick and loose, not worry about, oh, I gotta make this building like perfectly rectangular. I want to put a triangle. I want to do an arch over here. Just kind of let the ink go wherever, and then I'll come back. And that'll be kind of my roadmap. My city map, if you will. How I'm going to pull out some of these silhouettes. I don't always do that, but lots of times I will. You can kind of see me finding shapes and kind of pulling them out with the pen a little bit here. Now here's a great example. I like this building back here. Has a Empire State Building kind of point to it. Chrysler Building, so I'm going to pull it out a little bit more. Just go with what's there. Again, not detailing it. I just want to pull out the edge. Hey Patty, good to see you. Hope all's well. Patty's been on fire posting stuff for her I was gonna say manga challenge, but it's not manga. I think it's like anime art. Your Strata challenge. Whew, sorry. Good stuff with that. Good dedication, good persistence. It's not easy to keep something like that going, so kudos to you. Awesome stuff. It's like me trying to, start like a Weight Watchers plan, and yeah. Let's just say I don't last too long on those plans. So distance, persistence, dedication, awesome stuff. I don't know why I said distance. Sue says no ice cream photos. Oh no. But you have some nice sunset photos. Ooh. I can't wait to see your sunset photos. I am a huge sunset geek. I would love to share with you guys sometime. I have well over 1,000, if not 2,000 sunset pictures. We used to live on a lake about a half mile from where I moved to now. We had a canoe. I was out on that canoe so much. And my printer's trying to print something. That's why I'm looking weird. My printer just kicked on over here. Don't know what it's going to print, but we'll find out. Anyway, I was out on the canoe and at sunset, and it was just incredible. So I love sunsets. Can't wait to see your pictures. That's weird, my printer just randomly came on over here. Hey, Becky's in the house. What's up, Becky? Good to see you. This is awesome. I love seeing all of you guys. I'm so happy. Hope you're all doing well. Becky, I hope you weren't hit too hard with the snow. I was saying I got lucky. We only had about 6 inches, and it stayed pretty light and fluffy. I'm going to keep inking on this one for a few more minutes and I'll switch to something else. My printer is possessed. Welcome to Inking Out Loud. I am not charging you guys extra for the printer sound effects in the background if you can hear them. It is just going nuts over here. This is out of paper. That's okay because I didn't put anything in there to print. Maybe my printer's trying to print winning lottery tickets. I have no idea. Something is printing out. So it's printing out something I sent to the printer probably last week. Okay, welcome to Inking Out Loud, where printers magically come to life after 1 week. That was bizarre. Of course, I don't need it now. Weird. So, I don't know, I have some kind of building I'm sketching in the foreground. I'm not sure what this is. Very cool. I like this cityscape. Awesome. Becky made Becky's maple oatmeal cookies. Wow, that sounds awesome. We're already talking about food. The food conversation has officially started. Love it. Well, I guess it started before with ice cream, so my bad. It always comes back to food and with the Inklings, and that is so much fun. Food is so just inspiring. It looks, I think I read that Patty painted the oatmeal cookies. I hope, Patty, I hope you painted them with like some kind of edible paints before you ate them. I hope you did. Otherwise, I don't know if I'd want to be eating painted cookies. I think this building is kind of happening in the background here. It almost is light tower-ish, lighthouse-ish. This one kind of happening right in here. Let's break out some Sharpie. Let's do some Sharpie sketching. Oops, I zoomed the wrong way. Becky has not gotten much snow, windy and cold. Well, I'm glad you haven't gotten a lot of snow. That's awesome. And I hope you're keeping warm. So for, I said this I think before, but for everybody in the workshop that starts next week, I'm going to be posting homework. I already posted it, but I'm going to repost it. I'll probably send an email out as well with a link, and I might do just a quick little video for a homework prompt for next week. And I'm using that circle community again that we used for the last workshop. So hopefully you all got a link or an invite to the new workshop community page. So let me know if you haven't got it. I think I sent the emails last Saturday or Sunday. So I'm just taking my Sharpie now because I just don't want this ink to bleed. If I bleed too much ink, it becomes a big black pit of ink. So the Sharpie won't bleed when I go over it with water. So that's why I'm adding Sharpie right now, just to hold some of these details. I really do like this building here. Not sure why. These are steps going up to some kind of a public building that's happening here in the foreground. Maybe it's a public library, maybe it's a museum. Or a city here. You'll notice lots of times when I want to show us a public building, I'll show steps going up to it. Right? Steps show monumentality. They elevate and raise buildings up. They show importance. Think about a building that you have to walk upstairs to get into versus one that's right on the ground. When you have to go up the stairs to get into it, you have more of a sense of grandeur, of a grand entry. It's a procession to get from the ground level up to the building. So it gives a building a little more significance or importance than a building that's right on the ground. You know, of course, with that are other, building codes and accessibility issues and stairs. But that was one of the original reasons buildings were raised up, just to give them significance and importance. There's some practical issues as well. In flooding areas, buildings are raised up where the waters rise, right? You want to keep the buildings out of the flood areas. I really like the way the Sharpie is sketching on this paper. Looking great. Thank you, D-Ray. Yeah, I love the Sharpies. Thank you. Love all your tiny little line details. Thank you, Patty. I love coming in and adding these lines. This is fun for me. I could get lost. Well, not lost. I know where I physically am, but I can get lost mentally in this world. That's one thing. That's why I love these abstract cityscapes. In my mind, as I'm drawing, I'm just imagining the place, and imagining being here. I'm trying to convey that through just some line work. I'll zoom in a little bit closer so you can see some of the details I'm throwing down. Definitely an attention getter, that center structure. Yeah, this is pretty cool, right? You guys are awesome. I'm sticking on this one a little bit longer than I thought, but I'm just having so much fun on it. You know what? I just saw this here and I was thinking this could be a flag. I don't know if you can see this shape kind of happening right in here. So I'm going to turn that into a flag. So maybe it's kind of a flag that's kind of didn't come out as flaggy as I wanted them to. That I messed up. I'm making it loud where the man inking did not draw the flag he was picturing in his head. That's okay. We'll fix it up later. We'll use it as a placeholder. I know I want to put a flag there. So now I've switched to my Pilot Precise pen because I want to get a little looser. When I use Sharpies, I feel like I'm not as loose. So my Pilot pen, I just like the flow of it, the feel of it in my hand. I can flow a little bit quicker with it. I'm gonna pull out some stuff on this building a little bit here. Actually, the flag's not that bad. So the Pilot pen will bleed a little bit right after you put it down. I need a clock tower. I'm going to put a clock tower. I keep thinking this could be something of a clock tower. Maybe I'll do a really small, just to indicate the hands of a clock here. There we go. So that's a little clock tower going on. I love the way this is drying. I love the way this red ink is drying right in this area here. We got some real vibrant red. We have almost some pink going on. We almost have an orange kind of happening as well. All from those one pen. So I've only used the red pen and black ink so far. It looks really cool. You may also notice sometimes, or lots of times, I don't even complete buildings. You know, this one comes over here. It just kind of bleeds off. I didn't really even finish it. I didn't give it a hard edge on this side. I just let it bleed off. I love that because it's great for the imagination. It lets the viewer, lets you guys, lets me kind of fill in the blanks with our imaginations. And it makes you part of the story of the city by letting you fill in the blanks. So that's something I intentionally will do. Leave a lot of it open for interpretation. I do like this. I'm going to just sketch a person and give a little bit of sense of scale of this. Oh, a closer look. There you go. The recipe comes from a friend's family farm, Silhouette Maple, Randolph Center, Vermont. We posted their post so I could keep their recipe handy. That is so cool. I love that you're sharing local recipes. I'll definitely have to check that out. I love baking. Believe it or not, a huge baker. Not huge, but I love it immensely. I wish I did more of it. I'll be making our pizza tomorrow night for dinner. But that sounds so cool. Amazing that just two little lines conveys the idea of a clock tower so clearly. Ah, cool, thanks, Sue. I'm glad you caught that. Yeah, it's a little sketchy up there, but this was kind of the idea of the clock tower. I should have popped them on in red, maybe. They would have stood out a little more. That's okay. Hope you guys like the cityscape. As you're doing by now, I love zooming in and out. I hope not making you dizzy at home. But I just want to zoom in. Let me sketch some figures and I'll show you, give you a sense of the scale of the city, what I'm thinking in my brain. So I like to take the cap off my pens when I sketch, because I have a habit of twirling or spinning the pens in my hand when I'm working on them, and when I have the cap on, see what's happening? This is kind of getting stuck there. So that's just a tip. It's something I like to do to keep my hand free and moving, because I can spin the pen around. I think I'm close enough. Let me sketch some people here. So you can see the people. It gives you a sense of the scale. Maybe we have maybe some kids down here as well, hanging out with their parents. Maybe they're out for a day in the city, going to the museum here. If you guys could go to a museum right now, what kind of museum would you go to? Or what kind of exhibit would you like to see? Maybe these guys are going to maybe they're going to the art museum to check out the Lego art exhibit that's happening. We did that, gosh, I guess Noah was, how many years? Maybe 7 years ago, 8 years ago. We went to a museum here in Morristown, New Jersey. And they had this really, really cool exhibit of Lego art. The Lego artist's name, his name is Nathan Sawaya. Nathan Sawaya. I'm assuming he still does, but he makes incredible Lego artwork. And it was an incredible museum, great exhibits. We got to meet the artist. We got his autograph. So it was a really cool time. So let me zoom out and you can kind of see the people now and scale with the city. Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. Ooh, that would be incredible. I have never been there. I hear it's an amazing museum. That's so cool. Let me zoom in again. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing now. So I have these kind of doorway openings here, and I'm just going to hatch them with just some vertical lines close together, just so they read as being a little bit darker without bleeding the ink. If I bleed the ink, I don't want it to be too dark, too black. So I like to use the hatch lines. Just love this music, by the way, to create the illusion of a little bit of depth in those openings. I'm going to do the same thing here. I see columns with some openings, so I'm going to do some hatch lines on here, and you'll see that some shapes will start to pop out when I do that. Well, I hope you see that. And I hope they pop out. So you should see some kind of shapes popping out here a little bit as I hatch them. I really like this paper with the pens I'm using. It just has a nice feel about it. It has a little bit of texture, which is cool. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Pop in some vertical lines here. This music reminds me of like, I don't know, it's kind of like Tim Burton movie music. Edward Scissorhands-ish slash, what was that movie Tim Burton made with the aliens? Oh my gosh. He made a movie with aliens, it sounds like that music track. But it might be Danny Elfman music. I can't think of that movie. I see a sky bridge. Can anybody see a sky bridge happening in the scene? Let me know. Wish you could point to my screen. I just saw a sky bridge in the cityscape. Field trip, let's go. Becky hasn't been for 20 years, but you need to get back there this spring. Ooh, awesome. So when Becky goes, maybe we can live vicariously through you, Becky, if you take some awesome photographs. That'd be so cool. I'll have to Google the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston to see what pieces they have in their collection. Dibs on the window seat. You guys are planning a field trip. Love it. D-Ray gets the window seat, guys. She already said it. Sorry. Just gonna grab a drink of water here. Pizzas. Is that for the field trip, D-Ray? We're gonna have some pizza on the field trip. Love it. So this is where I'm seeing the sky bridge, right here. So you guys know I love to put little sky bridges on these cityscapes. So this one just happened. So I'm gonna pull it out and we get to the sky bridge area, connecting these two buildings. So we have a little sky bridge there. Did you say pizza? I just did. I just did say pizza. Pizza. I could go for some pizza. I am making pizza tomorrow, yeah, for dinner, for sure. I like to make homemade pizza. It's one of my favorite things to make. Say it's not too bad. I'm loving this scene, guys. I don't know if there's much more I want to do to it. I like that it's loose, abstract. I think I'm going to keep the background white on it. I'm not going to put sepia or blue. I like the white background on this one for some reason, so we're going to keep it. Van Gogh. O'Keeffe, Homer, Wyeth, Monet, and tons more. Oh my gosh. That sounds incredible. Wow. I love all those artists. Who doesn't love Van Gogh? I know we say Van Gogh here. I forget what the correct pronunciation is, but Van Gogh. Van Gogh, maybe. And Wyeth. I love Wyeth as well. Very, very cool. I just want to turn the heater off. Hope you guys are enjoying the scene I have going here. throw some red on there as well. Cool. Yeah, I'm liking this. I think I'm gonna call this one a day at the museum, maybe. A day at the museum. Let's do it. Let's call it a day at the museum. I don't know if you guys have ever seen me write a title of a drawing on a painting or sketch on the artwork. I don't usually put titles on them. I feel like I'm gonna put a title. Where do I want to put it? I feel like I want to put it. I'm gonna get a little crazy. I'm actually gonna draw guidelines. I want to draw a nice, neat title on here. Why not? I'm gonna break out a straight edge. Going in the magic drawers. Going in the magic drawers here. Pull out a. Bum, bum, bum. Triangle. Still done some guidelines. I've had my students have been hand drafting the past week, so I had them throw some guidelines down on their quarterly project to write their names. So I feel like just gonna do some guidelines here. I kind of want, the reason I'm doing this is I want the hard, straight, clean line contrasting with the actual sketch. So I'm going to turn it sideways. And I'm just going to do, I'm not going to use the triangle for lettering, but I'll just do some of my lettering on here. Day at the museum. One thing I'd like to add outside the museum, I feel like I need to add some kind of banners or something somewhere. So that's fun. You know what, I'm gonna bleed this edge a little bit, I think. What is he doing? I know, getting crazy. Blot it off. Cool. So I just sketched kind of a little banner on the side, and I wanted to break it up just to go from a nice clean hard edge to a more loose sketchy kind of edge, just for fun. Cool. And I think I'll put a little bit of red on there maybe as well. Yes, and we have some weird spammers on YouTube visiting us. Thank you, weird YouTube spammers. Loving it as well. You have the license to change your mind later on the background. Yeah, of course. Can always change the background, right? Definitely not set in stone. Oh yeah, we're digging in the magic drawers. Yes. If we're lucky, we'll go into the scrap drawer. Ooh, Becky. Becky, just for you. Since I will go in the scrap drawer tonight. Let's do that. We'll do that next. Looks like the Met in New York City with the wide staircase in front. Ooh, I like that, Patty. That's so cool. I love the Met. The Met is an amazing museum. If you have not been to the Met, I highly, highly recommend it. You could, I could spend hours and hours and hours at the Met. Incredible museum. Love the red pilot ink bleeding. Yeah, Becky, me too. I love it. I love it so much. I do want to put some red in this banner. I'll go into the scrap drawer. That's cool. So I'm just throwing down some red on there. I'm just going to bleed this a little bit. Just clean this brush off. So of course, it's going to bleed with the black a little bit, but that's okay. Again, this is just inking out loud. Going on the fly. Let's throw some red in here for the banner. I'm using dirty water, so you might see some rusty colors. Oh no. Alright, that's cool. There we go. Cool. Alright, so I just want to make a little kind of banner there, just for fun. I would love to go to the Met. Yes, awesome. We need to do an Inkling field trip. Inkling field trip in New York City. We'll all meet at the Met. How cool would that be? It'd be so fun to plan a day of going to the Met, maybe doing some sketching in the city as well. I would love to do a kind of an urban sketching session in the city with you guys. That would be so fun. That would be really, really cool. Alright, so this one's done for now, guys. I hope you like it. Day at the museum. Fun. So let's go in the scrap drawer and we'll wrap up. Let's see. Oh, I did want to show you this first. So this is the piece I've been working on. I think it's almost done. Almost. I'm going to add some yellow on this. Maybe I'll do that first. I really love this color of the sky on this, the building. I'm going to come back and I want to add some colored pencil on here, my favorite color, light aqua. And I also want to add some yellow and have my Gamboge yellow. Either this or yellow highlighter, I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to play around with this for a few minutes. Sounds awesome, field trip. Let's do it. I would love to do it. Thank you. Yeah, the colors in this are fun. I would love it. It would be so cool if we could all meet in the city. That would be so fun. I'm totally down for it. I'm fortunate enough where I'm just about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes away via a bus ride. I usually take a bus into the city, so I don't have to worry about driving and parking. So I'm just using my colored pencil, throwing down some blue on here, light aqua. I really wanted some of these areas to pop a little more with the blue, and this pencil is a great way to do that. It's probably looking a little, maybe it's showing on camera, I hope it is. Arches watercolor paper. I'm really loving it. I haven't used it too many times. It is expensive paper, but I have to say I know why it's expensive. It's a whole different ballgame when you start using it. And I love it. Really, really love it. It really takes the colored pencil nicely too. I haven't used colored pencil on it before. I'm gonna pull the edge of this dome out here with the blue. Yeah, it's much better. This pencil on here. So cool. Wow, the orange. Yeah, so this orange is really cool. It's actually called fire orange. I'm sorry, I can't remember. This is called Inferno. This is called Inferno orange. It's actually ink. Called Inferno orange. It's called shimmer ink. It has actually gold flecks. I don't know if it's real gold, but some kind of golden flecks. I'm sure it's not real gold. It has a golden flecks in it. So if you hold this up, you can, I don't know if it's going to catch on camera, but it shimmers. It definitely shimmers on there. Maybe I won't put any yellow. I'm kind of liking it. What do you guys think? I was going to add some yellow. Not where all the white is, but maybe some of the white areas. I felt like I wanted to add a touch of yellow. I was using colored pencils on my Disney workshop homework. Say, ooh, Becky, that's so cool. I can't wait to see your homework. Yeah. So the prompt for the homework is, when you hear the word Disney, what comes into your mind? What pops into your brain, your imagination when you think of Disney? So it's kind of an open-ended prompt to see what you guys come up with. So I can't wait to see it. It's going to be awesome. So what kind of colored pencils do I have? I was kind of hoping I had a pink one. I don't. It's okay. Don't get too crazy. Alright, I'm going to change the tunes up. We're going to go to... just thinking in my brain here. If you see me tapping my fingers sometimes, that means I'm contemplating, thinking, or I'm in thinking pose, which is this. Yeah, I'm popping yellow on here. I feel like I need it. So this is running, Jason. I know I'm probably obsessed with yellow gold, but just a touch on the light side of the dome roof would make it pop. Oops, I meant this is stunning. Yes, Sue, if this was running, Jason, I would be out of breath right now from running. I'm not in great shape for running distances. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, you know what, Sue? All right, I'm gonna go with you. Obsessed with yellow gold. How do you feel? How do you feel about this gamboge yellow? I kind of want to throw that on here. I could do a little speck on the back and see what it looks like. So I'm gonna lift it. I like to use these watercolor markers. I like to lift the colors off a palette rather than draw directly on the paper with them. I find sometimes it stains if I draw right on the paper with them. So I'm just gonna put some in the palette here and lift it out. Ooh, I gotta clean this one off though. So I decided to finally break open a new aqua brush. My other one, I still have other ones that are all worn. This one's getting worn out. Still have it, still use it. But this is a new one. Man, let's break out some of that yellow. Just test it on here. So this is kind of the color, it's yellow. I think that would look kind of cool on there. So let's do it. On the light side of the dome. So Sue says the light side, that's cool, that's what I was thinking. Thank you for your feedback, I really, really appreciate it. I always love Sue's colors on her artwork. Alright, let's do it. Oh, the camera's out of focus, I don't know why. Too much. I do want to leave some of the white showing. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. I'm not going to put much more than that. I like the white showing through also. Oh, I love this music. I like tango or something. That looks good. And I'm going to touch some of the yellow, I think, down in here as well. With the yellow, it's going to bleed with the ink. So that's why I'm just dropping it down very subtly. I have some people down here that actually, I am gonna break the rule here. I'm gonna touch the pen on here, just where these people are. So you can see there's some people kind of hanging out down there. And there's a light, I have a light fixture hanging down here. Sue's color combinations are always, yeah, Sue does have beautiful color combinations. Totally agree. Love that comment. Becky, oh, thank you, Becky and Jason. You guys are all so talented in your own different things, which I love so much. I always love Becky's, your horses are incredible. The silhouettes you do of horses and people, I love the silhouettes you do. Really cool stuff. And Patty, I don't think anybody on this planet can keep up with Patty. If you're still out there, Patty. Who could keep up with Patty? You do so many paintings and things, it's incredible. I don't know where you find the energy and time. I'm jealous. It's so awesome. You guys are all cool. Yeah, I like where this one's headed. I don't think I'm going to do much more to it. awesome. I just want to throw some some pink down in there. I think my voice just got really deep. That was weird. All right, cool. I think this one's done. I think. Got some fun music going on tonight. Cool. I'm actually just throwing down, this is orange. I'm just taking some orange. I just want to give a little more of a baseline to set these buildings down a little bit, just to ground them. Cool. Alright, I think this one's good. Well, now the music has totally changed to the European street. I know, right? It's so funny, this music, and it's so fun. It's totally changing the vibe. I really wish I had a pink. I don't have a pink. I have. What is this? Magenta? No, this is processed red. I like it actually. We'll do the processed red on here. Just want a punch of some redness going on here. Just a punch of it. I want a punch over here as well. Maybe we'll just do it maybe across the top. There we go. And I just want a punch of red there just because bring your eye from this kind of across this way. This is my third strata challenge. I don't really need another easel, but I love diving and making that commitment. Awesome. Wow, 1,000 down to 850. Sounds like my architecture college class. I think we started with 250, and then we ended up with maybe 150 or 100 students. Could be from year 1 to year 5. A lot of students just dropped out. You know, either it wasn't for them or it was a big commitment. Architecture school is a huge commitment of time for sure. Oh, you know what I want to pop out? Now I'm looking at this. I drew like a canopy here, like an awning. So I want to pop that out. I don't think I want to do the red. I think I want to pop that one in yellow, actually. Actually, I have a cream. I have this cream color. No, I don't want to use that. This is supposed to be like a canopy or an awning type of structure. So I'm just dabbing the yellow on there. I just wanted to pop it out a little bit. I forgot I had added that. So you can see it a little bit closer. So this is a really good example of my loose style sketching for architecture. I think it captures the vibe again. If you don't remember or if you didn't hear, this was actually inspired from watching Star Wars, the Book of Boba Fett series on Disney Plus. I love the architecture, the design of Star Wars, the whole universe, especially the cities and the planets. So this was very loosely inspired from that TV series. Cool. That's a hammock. Yeah. Yes, this could be one heck of a nice hammock right there. That would be so cool. So much to look at the scene. I just noticed two people on. Yeah. Oh yeah, there are, Patty, you saw that. Yeah, there are two people down here. It's so funny you saw them. They have two people down here. I should pop them out with some color, huh? Here, let's break out the yellow again. That's funny that you caught that. They are tiny. I might have to pull them out with a little more ink, but just go outline them a little bit. Just to give you a sense of the size of this painting. This is 9 inches by about 6 1/4, so we'll say 9 by 6 inches. Those people down here are, maybe 1/4 of an inch tall. Okay, here's my Lamy pen. You see it in relation to the scale of the painting. Alright guys, I'm going to pull out a piece of scrap paper and then we'll wrap up. So Becky, thank you for the idea. I'm in my magic drawers again over here. Not my sketch. I should give you a tour of my scrap drawer. I am hooked on the Disney Plus Star Wars. Yeah! Mandalorian is my favorite Disney Plus show. For sure. I'm not watching all the series, not all the animated ones, but I am following The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. And I'm so excited for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series to come out. I think it comes out this year or sometime. Tiny people. Very tiny people. Here's a close-up. I'll just pan through. You guys can see it. Some of the details. Look at the texture of the paper showing through. I am loving the mixed media, the ink, the watercolor, the colored pencil on here. Enjoying this Parisian music as we visit this desert planet. I wonder if they serve croissants in here. Maybe this is the croissant shop, or maybe this is the patisserie, the building. Hey, thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I love this piece. One of my faves. You'll see this one in the art gallery show. Yeah, mixed media. I love mixed media. Absolutely. All right, scrap drawer time. I'll just pull out a bunch and I'll show you guys what I have in this drawer if you're interested. So let's just pull a bunch of things out. I'm not sure which one we'll go with, if any. Alright, here's a few. So these are some scraps I have in the scrap drawer. Either sheets I've wiped my brushes off on, sheets I playing with colors on, things that I started and didn't care for. Indie Cantina music. Oh my gosh, yeah, Tiff. I don't know how much it would cost to get the rights to that Star Wars music, but that would be perfect. Alright, so let's look through. These are some scraps. Ooh, you actually might work on this one. Here's a scrap piece. It's so funny, I'm looking at this. Do you guys see anything on this scrap piece of paper? I just saw something pop into my brain. If I see anything on that image. Interesting, we might work with that one. Another scrap piece. this one. This will be the last one for now. This is all fluorescent acrylic paints on here. These are all acrylic paints. Alright, I think I know which one I'm going to work with. Fox, flowers, dragon, ooh, floral. Yeah, you guys are awesome. So Becky saw what I saw. Becky, I saw a dragon as well up in here. I saw kind of a dragon breathing fire. Interesting, right? I could definitely see some florals, flowers happening on here. Fox. I could see this being a fox up here as well. Oceanscape. Interesting. The big acrylic one looks like the world. Ooh. Let's zoom out on this. Interesting. How cool is that? Yeah, it looks like a map with continents on it, right? That is so cool. Yeah, Patty saw it's a fox. Absolutely. This is a cool little piece. I don't know which one to play with. I was kind of leaning towards this one right here, this square piece tonight. So we're gonna mess around with that one, I think. Let's see, how do I want to... So when I have these scrap pieces, I would actually like to just start with a pen and put down some ink on it. Just looking at it from different angles here. I don't want to think too much, I just kind of want to go grab and go. Go with it this way. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you all so much. It's fun to have you in the house. Hey, Kat is in the house. Hey, Kat, how are you? So good to see you. Scrappy fun time with Jason. Sounds like a kid show. Scrappy fun time. And I need like clown music. Love that. I do want to show you guys a short little video. Actually, maybe I'll do that while I'm getting a drink of water. So my iPhone pops up with these old, these collages of photos and stuff, and I put a couple up the other day. So I'm going to play one for you. It's kind of a fun one. I added some music to it, and I'm just looking at ways I can open up my Inking Out Loud show that I would regularly start doing on Wednesday nights. So I'll play a little piece for you while I'm getting a drink. But say hello to Kat, because Kat is in the house. It's so good to see you. I'm excited that you will be in the workshop with us. So let me play this little video and get a drink. So this video was from 2018, I think. I hope you guys can hear it. Let me know if you can hear it after it plays. Which one do I want to do? Actually, there's two on here. I'm not sure which one I'm going to click on first. They're really short. I think they're like 2 minutes. So we'll play this one. Let me stop this music here. Alright. Alright guys, there's a short little video while I get a drink. And here we go. Hopefully you'll be able to see it at home. There you go. I don't know if you saw that video. So that was one of them. What I liked about this video, if you can't see it, let me know. What's cool about it is I love the, there's an abstract painting. You guys haven't really seen me do this on Inking Out Loud. These abstract drip acrylic ink paintings. And this was a floral pattern. I challenged myself just to do everything in blue on this one. I'm trying to see if I can find a shot of the here you can kind of see here. So it was started off as an abstract drip painting, and then I just wanted to add some flowers kind of on it, and it was all blue, so that was pretty cool. You could also see on the video there are I used some tape to mask out some areas on there, so that's cool. I hope you guys can see the video. I have no idea, but anyway, that was one of them. The many faces and phases of Jason. Hey Kat, yeah. So this was 2018, and then I have another one. If you guys, hopefully you don't mind me showing another one. Let's see. Here's the other one. Cool, loving the vibrant colors. Awesome, glad you like the colors. So yeah, this was another acrylic ink drip painting. So I like to, you can tell I was being goofy, playing around with the paintbrush. Yeah, so when I do these big pieces, I love to use this was a 3-inch brush. So I typically use a 3-inch paintbrush on these. These were a lot of fun to do. Is it beautiful? No, I think it was cool. It was fun. The colors are vibrant. Here you can see kind of the process. You can see how the paint was dripping down the canvas. That's actually not paint, that's acrylic ink on there. Looks like I had a palette knife out. That's interesting. I don't usually use a palette knife, but I have a palette knife out on there. You can see it. So I posted this earlier, I think, on Instagram or on my TikTok page, and some guy made a comment. It's like, he's like, this is not art. This is not art. So people like to troll on the intrawebs, and I kind of disagree with them. I just deleted his comment, but anyway, it was pretty funny. Yeah, TikTok is an interesting place. But anyway, let's play some more music. I'm going to put on some... I have the Whistling Cowboy track. I'm just going to play some songs on it while I sketch. Cool textures. Thank you, Cat. Super bold brushstrokes. Thank you, Patty. Yeah. I'll do some more of that stuff in the future. If you guys want to see acrylic drip ink paintings, let me know. I'll do some of those on Inking Out Loud. Right now, let's go to Sketchland. I like that music. That was awesome. Hey Tiffany, good to see you. Hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Nifty little barn. Yeah. If I'm yelling really loud, let me know. I have my music cranked up on my AirPods. It's always strange that some folks have to pigeonhole art. Yeah, only they can decide if something's art. Yeah, it was a rude comment that that person had made, but you know what? I don't know who it was, and I'm taking it with a grain of salt. So you gotta move on, right? If you meet a million people in your lifetime, a million people are gonna have a million different opinions of you and who you are. Don't let that rattle your cage. Keep moving forward. Be the best you that you can be. And let a million people think what they want about you. That's my feeling, that's my attitude. They can jump on the train or take a different one. So that's kind of my thinking about that. Yeah, so I like this cool little barn scene. I'm gonna actually use the paint back here. I see kind of mountains happening, so I'm gonna just use my pen to kind of outline. I think if there's a takeaway from tonight, it's throw down colors, throw down watercolors, paints, it doesn't matter what kind. Let them randomly do things, go places. Come back later. Look at the shapes that they formed. Look at the colors they made. And sometimes they can help you define a scene where you'll see things. And you'll just like the shapes and you'll want to kind of trace the edges of them. It's just a fun way to be loose, be creative, without pre-planning what you're going to end up with. It's cool. You know, maybe we got a funky, stormy sky happening here. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here down on the range. I need Becky to come draw a horse for me. I could use a horse in the scene. Cool. There you go. Yes, that is a horse. We'll pretend it is. It's all good. All right. These are some kind of trees here. Let's see. Maybe it's a fall kind of scene. You have some fall foliage going on here. It's one of the things I like to do when I'm drawing quick, kind of really abstract trees, is I'll use heart shapes for the leaves. You can kind of see here a heart shape happening. Glad all is well, Tiffany. That's awesome. So glad to hear that. Kat, we'll have to go back and watch the beginning of this inking. I love this piece. Sketch and paint. Paint and sketch. Awesome. Oh, thanks, Kat. You're awesome. You are awesome. Don't forget retro. Yes, retro. We'll put retro on here. Thank you. Retro needs to be over here. He'll be by the trees. Every farm needs a dog. Yes. This is a retro kind of horse. I gotta work on it. I have a sketch I did somewhere. I wish I knew where it was. I would love to show you guys. It's probably the original Whistling Cowboy sketch before he was a Whistling Cowboy. And they had a horse in that. And that horse morphed into retro. But I'm trying to figure out how to draw that horse. I can't remember. I'll have to pull it out and show you guys sometime. But let's put retro. I think retro's kind of just chilling over here. Retro's really small. So we got retro. Retro's kind of right here by the trees, hanging out behind that little hill in front of them. Hope you guys are enjoying this piece. Again, this was, thank you, Becky, for suggesting to go into the scrap drawer. So we did. We made our potluck creative stew tonight, pulling out what we had and just used it. Cool. There you guys go. I think this one's done. I don't know what else I really want to add to it. I like where it's at. I was thinking a windmill. Am I being too, what's that word? Cliche? That's right. Should we do a little fun windmill or something over here maybe? I have to pull up higher so you can see it. See, but there's a windmill happening. I'm going to add a little bit of water to that. Kind of let that bleed. Kind of hard to see, but there's a little windmill going back there. I thought it was the Bodie Methodist Church at first. Really? I'll have to Google that. I'm not sure what the Bodie Methodist Church looks at. That's so funny. I'll have to Google that building. Very enjoyable. Thank you. Trees. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's coming from our tree expert, so thank you so much for your whoop whoop on the trees. Cool, guys, this is a fun little scene. Just shows what you can do with some scrap paper. Windmill's adding depth. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it's adding depth to it. That makes me happy. Can I do the happy dance? Happy dance time. I will not do the happy dance. You don't want to see that. Just imagine me doing a happy dance. Just want to bleed some of this ink in the foreground a little bit here. I like this music. This black ink too much. I like the way the color's showing through. So I'm going to put my brush down before I get too crazy. We'll do a close-up and wrap up this piece. Guess I'll take a look at it. So this is on a 6x6 square piece of Strathmore watercolor paper, which I really, really do love the texture of this paper. Here's some close-ups. But it's a ghost town in California, very beautiful. Ooh, I'll definitely have to Google that. Thanks, Tiffany. I appreciate the heads up. I want to check that out. Oh, I like the sun. I was dancing around my living room to Encanto this morning. I have not seen Encanto. I will have to watch that tomorrow. I hear it's amazing. I love the movie Coco. If you guys have not seen Disney's Coco, love it, love it, love it. The color, the animation, the music, it's just the story. Probably my favorite Pixar movie is Coco. Alright, let's take a look at what we created and then we'll wrap up with one last song, one last quick sketch. So we started with this one here tonight. This is our Ink Imaginary Cityscape. Ink Imaginary Cityscape. See how I did that? Ink Imaginary. Ink Imaginary Cityscape. That, my friends, could potentially be a book coming out at the end of the year. Ink Imaginary Cityscapes. Remember that name. But anyway, this came out cool. So this is dried now. I like the way it dried. This was just red and black ink. Called it A Day at the Museum. I was imagining maybe a museum happening here. This family, they're going to see the Lego art exhibit. I kind of want to throw down. I kind of want to color them light aqua. I'm doing it. Where's my light aqua, the sharpened one? Alright, I'm going to mute my volume because I'm going to be sharpening. You guys don't want to hear a pencil sharpener, do you? Turn this off for a second. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a little sketch. It does look like Bodhi. Good call. Wow. So that's so cool that you guys, I will have to Google Bodhi tonight. That is so cool. Coco is awesome. Yeah, I spent a lot of time there when you were in the fourth grade. Oh, cool. I'm wondering if Bodhi is like a popular like class trip place. I definitely want to check it out. I'm sure it would be good fodder for sketching, some inspiration. Puppy's works tonight. Ah, Becky, thank you. Wow. Becky is clapping for me. Thank you. It means a lot from you. It always means a lot from you guys. Saying nice stuff and just being positive. Alright, I'm going to turn off the cowboy music just for a sec. I'm going to go something a little more peppy. Actually, I like this music. This is a playlist. I haven't given it a name yet, but I like this music. actually like how I'm just gonna do the people blue. I like how they pop out. I really like this one. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I really do like this, the way this one turned out. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we did this one tonight. We wrapped up this Star Wars inspired cityscape. This is more specifically the Book of Boba Fett inspired cityscape. This is really awesome. I keep thinking there's something else to add, but I don't really have a lot of people on here, but that's okay. I think this one's done. I don't want to overdo it. So this one came out really awesome. Nice piece. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see these on next to each other here. Okay, step away from the easel. Thank you, yes. I will step away from the easel. Cat is right. And then we did this one, so we have these three. Busy night here in Inking Out Loud, and I appreciate you guys watching me. So if you want to give me a number from 1, we're going to do something different tonight. We'll do the outro sketch, but it might not end up being cowboy music, and that's cool. So give me a number from 1 to 100. 1 to 100. And that's the song we'll play tonight. So it can be from any of my playlists. We'll see what happens. Oh, I have to mail this. I just found this sketch. I have to mail this piece out. I totally forgot. So Dawn, if you're out there watching replays, I will mail this out to you this week. I totally forgot about it. Here we go. Glad I just saw it over here. Twenty-four. I see 24. Sue has the first number tonight, so we're gonna go with 24. I'm gonna count through my playlist and see what song 24 is, and we'll sketch to that one. When we last left the Whistling Cowboy and Retro, they were not there. It still looks like some kind of UFO to me every time I look at it. I love it. This is so fun. This was their Venice. They're kind of in Venice in that one. Let's see. Where did we end up? Oh, I'm way up. I'm way back here. So this was the last sketch we have. It's almost time for a new book. Alright, so let me find song 24. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. Easy for me to say. Everybody in the workshop, look for an email from me tomorrow or Monday. It'll be maybe a link. It'll have talk about our first week, and I'll have maybe a short little video on there for the workshop. So thank you guys. The workshop does start February 1st, but I want to give you a prompt that you can work on starting Monday. So when we meet on Saturday for our show and tell in Zoom, you guys will have your homework. Now, let me find song 24. Alright, I'm gonna count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just look at my playlist. 16, 17. Oops, my screen just moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. The name of this song is called Vatican Mystery. Vatican Mystery. So I will cue that up. And we'll do some sketching. Thank you guys. It was great seeing everybody. Kat, I'm so glad you were able to pop in. Tiffany, it was great you were able to make it as well. And Becky and Sue, you guys are awesome. We had D-Ray in the house earlier too. Oh man, am I missing anybody? If I'm missing you, I apologize. But thank you all for tuning in. Even you spammers over on the YouTube side of things. So I am, guys, in case you didn't know, I am streaming this on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So if you know of anybody that would like to prefer to watch on YouTube, let them know. Apparently I have some spammers on YouTube. But that's okay. One day I'll get famous and we won't have any spammers. Alright, song 24, guys. Thank you for listening. Peace and live creatively. We'll see you real soon. Here, that is not the song. This is the song. Whoa, no, that can't be the song. Alright, that was a quick song, guys. Oh wow. I'm going to go back to 16. That's the next number I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's called Before Daybreak. That was just way too short. That was a fun song, though. A lot of drama to it. Alright. Thank you guys. Have a great night. D-Ray, is great seeing you and everybody else in the house. Take care, peace, and live creatively. Be well.